So many things have happened to this little book since I saw you last. Shortly after I filmed the last video, I went to see Sasha. She was visiting the city, and I had her sign by her name. Her name is in the acknowledgements of this book. So yeah, I just had her put her name by it because why not? We're going all out on this thing, right? I still have not finished Reese, but he's a lot farther along than he was in the last video. I need to finish his hand, but I hate hands. Hands are my worst thing. I don't know what it is about hands, but I hate drawing them. They're very difficult for me, and so I just have left him without an arm here. I just got a little bit distracted with the other things I was doing to the back of this book, and oh, hey, Pocket Jamie's in here. Oh my god, you guys, I got to meet Sam HEUGHAN the other day. I still feel like I'm gonna pass out when I think about it. He was right there in front of me. And there was like no crowd. He had an earlier event that day, and I feel like everybody was still over at that other event because there were like maybe 10 of us there. So basically, I walked right up to him, and he was literally this far away from me at one point, and he looked right at me and said, "Hi." I don't think I've ever been shaking so hard. Okay, but Pocket Jamie is my bookmark sometimes, so that's how he got here. Alright, back to the topic at hand. That was just very exciting. Okay, so anyway, I haven't finished Reese yet because I decided to go ahead and attack the end pages. Feyre's mural in the cabin, she paints eyes, and eyes are my favorite thing, so I was all over that. I tried to get them in the right order. I didn't space it correctly enough to get as up here next to more, but whatever, it's okay. So yeah, Feyre's painting, everybody's eyes watching over her, and I also added Feyre and Reese's eyes because they needed to be there. And then on this page, I plan to do some sort of starfall drawing, but I haven't done it yet because the Battle of Velaris was just really calling to me, and I didn't want it to go here. Like, I want this to be starfall, I think. So I turned to this page, Feyre and her water wolves, and this is also not finished yet. This space over here still needs a lot of work, and these wolves down at the bottom need some work. And for the first time, I attempted to film my drawing process. I wasn't entirely successful in this because I kept putting my head in front of the camera because I tend to work like this close to whatever I'm drawing. But I did get some footage of working on the Velaris battle scene, specifically just Feyre's head and one of Reese's eyes. So as you can probably see, I start off with a very light graphite pencil outline, and that is just because I don't trust myself enough to just go right in with the permanent colored pencil. Colored pencil really doesn't erase, and you can blend it out and, you know, work with it, but I don't like to have permanent color down first thing. So I start with that light outline, then I go over it with a light colored pencil, and then I always start with the eyes. Eyes are my favorite thing. They're my strongest point. So I like to have something that I feel very confident in done first. I tend to really struggle with noses and sometimes with mouths. So if I have very strong eyes already in there, already done, that helps just sort of keep my motivation up for getting the rest of it up to par. And then I also have one of Reese's eyes, and as I said, I love eyes. They're my favorite thing to draw, so this was basically a dream page to create because it is something that's exactly taken from the text, and we got so much detail about what their eyes actually look like. It was just really fun to sort of bring them to life a little bit for myself. And then something extremely exciting and kind of last minute happened on September 6th. I got to attend the Empire of Storms launch party in Pennsylvania, and I got to meet Sarah. Special thanks to my mom for driving me down there so I didn't have to deal with the trains and buses out of New York City. It was the best book event I have ever been to. There were over 400 people there, and Sarah took her time with every single person. She's so genuinely appreciative of every single one of her readers. And this also made for a very long line, but the line is long because she's going to spend quality time with you. So, I mean, no complaints about that, obviously. My mom and I had a nice time. We walked around the mall a little bit and I found Emma. So yeah, it was really fun. And at the time, I only had Reese and more Amryn and Cassian's eyes done. And like Reese isn't even done, but I still wanted to show it to Sarah. And she spent so much time looking over every single detail. She was reading the quotes that I pulled out here. She spent forever with me, like there weren't a literal 300 people behind me. And there were, because Emma and I were like 111 and 12 in line or something. So yeah, there were another 300 people behind me, and she just like they weren't even there. Like it was just us. I just love her so much. Also, Sarah injured her hand, and so there was a limit on the books that she was going to sign, and there was a really cool stamp for like if you had multiple books that you wanted signed. Josh was there stamping them all. So I was really just expecting her to scribble an SJM with her hand and 400 people in line. But she's there writing like long messages out to people, and I was just like, oh, no wonder she's only signing one book. I had no idea that she was going to write something out like this. And I have some footage from the event, which I will leave you with. Oh, I also got to sign her copy, her author copy of Throne of Glass, which I show in the footage, but there's like no explanation. So in case you don't know what's going on there, I'll just tell you quickly now. Sarah has an author copy of Throne of Glass, which she has had with her since Throne of Glass release, since her very first launch event, and it's got that horrible, horrible original cover on it. She's carried it with her all over the world to all of her events and had her readers sign it at every stop, which I think is so awesome. So I got to sign that. The space is very limited, as I said, just had it for many years now. I like Throne of Glass, but it's not aaaaaaahhh, you know? Like I don't have super strong feelings about any particular character or scene or page. Like there was nothing that I really wanted to sign next to. So as I'm like trying to find a place to write, I realized that I had my trusty gel pen with me, and I took the jacket off of the book and I signed on the spine of it. And I also noticed that someone had traced the outline of a pocket Jamie on the back of it, and I was like, I think Sasha was here. So that was really neat. You will see that in the upcoming footage, and I will definitely be doing some more bookish art videos. Thank you so much for all of your love and support on the last video. It was like completely overwhelming. My videos don't ever get that kind of view count or comment count, and I'm just like a little bit overwhelmed by it, but thank you so much. I also bought some new paper, actual colored pencil paper. I don't think I've ever worked on paper made for colored pencils before, so I was eager to try this out, and of course I'm trying it out with some Feyre and Reese art, and it's a bit of a sexy time art, but it's not at all finished, so I'm not even going to show it to you yet. Sorry, but I will definitely post it probably on Twitter when it's done. I've been using Sam HEUGHAN's body as my model for Reese, so well, that's been fun. So yeah, there will be more art coming soon. I'm going to be defacing ACOTAR next, so I'll try to sort of walk you through the whole process of it instead of just showing it to you when it's done like this one. And I'm also working on setting up a Society 6 for prints and an Etsy account to maybe order your own books. So stay tuned for that, and now I will leave you with the EOS party launch footage, whatever. Okay, enjoy!
Amazing that so many of you are here. I have no words right now. I'm like shaking like a nervous chihuahua a little bit. Just write whenever you can, and when people tell you like all that negative stuff, it's just noise. It's just like actually noise. If writing is what you love, if the story that you're working on makes you excited to get up and work on it, if you can't get those characters out of your head, write that story and screw what anybody tells you. Only listen to the people that encourage you.
Oh my god. I need this like on the ceiling. Lower back. This needs to be on the ceiling of my bedroom so we can stare at it every night. It looks a little bit like you. Not really. He's better looking.
Yeah, way better. I only wish.
And that's nice. I like that. Yeah.